Hi friends, my name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, I will explain you exercise 3.3, question number 3, internal question number 5 and 6. So let's start it. First of all, read the question number 5. It is a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So here we need to find the fraction. Now in fraction, two things are there, numerator and denominator. Right? In fraction, two things are there, numerator and denominator. So assume our two variable. So assume numerator of fraction is equals to x and denominator of fraction is equals to y. So here our numerator is equals to x, denominator is equals to y. So our fraction is equals to x by y, numerator by denominator. So x by y, numerator x, denominator y. Okay. Now we need to form our two equations. So first equation, first of all it is given that a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. Our original fraction is x by y, right? Now what we need to do, we need to add 2 to the numerator and denominator both. So just add 2 in numerator and denominator. So x plus 2 and in denominator y plus 2, and it is given that a fraction becomes 9 upon 11. Okay, original fraction x upon y. If we add 2 in the numerator and denominator, fraction becomes 9 upon 11, right? Now just do the cross multiplication here. So 11 goes to the left hand side and it goes to the numerator. So here 11 in bracket x plus 2 is equals to, now transfer this bracket y plus 2 to the right hand side. It goes to the numerator. So here 9 multiply y plus 2. Okay. Here again I am writing 11 into x plus 2 is equals to 9 multiply y plus 2, cross multiplication. Okay, then we need to do the multiplication. So 11 into x, 11x, 11 into 2, 22 is equals to, in right hand side, 9 multiply y, 9y plus 9 into 2, it is 18. Okay, so 11x plus 22 is equals to 9y plus 18. Now we need to transfer this 9y to the left hand side and 22 to the right hand side, because we want terms which contain x and y together, right? So that terms which contain x and y we collect to the left hand side and other terms we collect to the right hand side. Okay, so 11x, if we transfer 9y to the left hand side, it becomes minus 9y, right? In right hand side 18 is there. If we transfer 22 from the left hand side to right hand side, it becomes minus 22, right? So 11x minus 9y is equals to 18 minus 22. Now 18 minus 22, plus minus minus, 22 minus 18, it's a 4, and big number sign, it is minus. So our final equation is 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. This is our equation number 1, right? This is our equation number 1. 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. Then for the second equation, just read this second line. If 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. If 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Right? So our original fraction is again x upon y. If we add 3 to the numerator and 3 to the denominator, so our fraction becomes 5 by 6. Okay, original fraction x upon y. If we add 3 to the numerator and 3 to the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Okay, so again we need to do cross multiplication process here, right? So just do the cross multiplication process. So 6 goes to the left hand side, it goes to the numerator. So 6 in bracket x plus 3 is equals to, in right hand side 5 is already there. So first of all 5, then this bracket y plus 3, this transfer to the right hand side, it goes to the numerator. So 5 in bracket y plus 3. Then what we need to do? We need to multiply this number with the bracket in both the sides. Okay, so here 6 into x plus 3, 5 is equals to y plus 3. Then just do the multiplication process. So 6x plus 6 into 3, it's 18, is equals to 5 into y, it's a 5y, and 5 into 3, it's a 15. 5 3 is a 15. Now again we want terms which contain x and y to the same side, right? So we collect it left hand side, and constant term we transfer to the right hand side. So here in left hand side, first of all 6x, if we transfer this 5y to the left hand side, it becomes minus 5y, right? Is equals to, here 15 is already there. If we transfer 18 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 18, right? So 6x minus 5y is equals to, now 15 minus 18, plus minus minus, 18 minus 15, 3, big number sign, it is negative. So this is our second equation. 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. Okay, this is our second equation. So our two equations are ready. Now I select equation number 1. Our equation number 1 is 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. Now I try to find x from here. Okay, so just transfer this 9y to the right hand side. So here 11x is equals to, here 4 is already there. If we transfer our minus 9y to the right hand side, it becomes plus 9y, right? Then we need to transfer this 11 to the right hand side. So in right hand side, 4 plus 9y divided by 11. This is the value of x, right? Sorry, here minus 4 is there. So x is equals to minus 4 plus 9y upon 11. This is my equation number 3. Okay, then what I need to do? I need to put this value of x in equation number 2, because I am getting this value from equation number 1. So I need to put this value in equation number 2. So what is our equation number 2? Our equation number 2 is 6x minus 5y, right, is equals to minus 3, right, is equals to minus 3. Now put the value of x in equation number 2. So in place of x, I'm writing 4 minus 4 plus 9y divided by 11. Okay, that value we get from the equation number 1. So I put the value of x here, then minus 5 as it is, minus 3 as it is. Okay, now multiply this 6 with this bracket and take LCM. Your LCM is equals to 11, because here in denominator 11 is present, that's why. So multiply this 6 with minus 4, it's a minus 24. Then multiply 6 with 9y, it is plus 9 6 are 54y. Then LCM. So this 11 is multiplied with this 5y. So 11 5s are 55y. Okay. Now we also take LCM in right hand side even. If we take LCM to both the side, then we do not need to write the denominator. Okay. So just multiply this 11 with minus 3. So 11 3s are 33 and minus sign is there. Okay. Now transfer this minus 24 to the right hand side and solve this 54y minus 55y. So here plus minus minus 55 minus 54 1y, and big number sign it is minus. Okay, so minus 1y is equals to minus 33, and if we transfer 24 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 24, right? Now here minus 1y is equals to plus minus minus 33 minus 24, it is 9, big number sign it is minus. Okay, so minus minus cut from both the side, so we get y is equals to 9. Okay, so our y is equals to 9. Now put this value y is equals to 9 in equation number 3. Okay, our equation number 3 is x is equals to minus 4 plus 9y upon 11. So put the value of y is equals to 9. So here minus 4 plus 9 9s are 81 divided by 11. Now 81 minus 4, 77, and big number sign it is plus. So 77 divided by 11, it is 7. Right? 11 7s are 77. So x is equals to 7. So our two values are ready. Right? X is equals to 7. Y is equals to 9. In question, we need to find the fraction. Okay, here we do not need to write, means our numerator is 7 and denominator is 9, but we need to write fraction. So write down fraction, required fraction, otherwise only fraction. Okay, now numerator x upon y, x is equals to 7 and y is equals to 9. So our answer is 7 upon 9. Right, required fraction is equals to 7 upon 9. So first of all we need to form the two equations, then we need to find the value of x and y, and at last we need to write answer of fraction. Okay, then question number 5. Read this question. 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Okay, so we need to find present age of Jacob and present age of his son. So here total two things we have, age of Jacob and age of his son. So first of all, assume present age of Jacob, present age of Jacob, we need to write a full line, present age of Jacob is equals to x years and his son's age, and age of his son is equals to y years. Okay, so Jacob's age is equals to x years and his son's age is equals to y years. Now we need to form our two linear equation. For the first equation, just read this line, 5 years hence. Hence means after 5 years. Okay, hence means after 5 years. So after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. The age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So Jacob, after 5 years, Jacob's age is equals to x plus 5, right? Because the present age of Jacob is x years. So after 5 years plus 5, that means x plus 5, and age of his son, it is y plus 5, right? After 5 years, Jacob's is x plus 5, his son's age y plus 5. Now after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times. After 5 years, age of Jacob x plus 5 is equals to 3 times age of his son. 3 times, that means multiplication. So for that I put here bracket. So 3 times means 3 multiply his son's age. Okay, after 5 years, Jacob's age x plus 5 is equals to 3 times 3 multiply his son's age y plus 5. Okay, so this is our first condition. Now from that we need to find the equation, but here one thing is that x plus 5 is equals to 3 times y plus 5. Now directly we can find x from here, right? Just we need to transfer our 5 to the right hand side. So here x is equals to, first of all multiply this 3 with this bracket. So 3 into y, 3y, 3 into 5, it's a 15. Now if we transfer our plus 5 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 5, right? So our x is equals to 3y plus 15 minus 5, plus minus minus, 15 minus 5, 10, sign of big number, it's a positive, so plus 10. Okay, so x is equals to 3y plus 10. This is our equation number 1. Okay, this is our equation number 1. X is equals to 3y plus 10. Otherwise we need to find one equation from here. That means we need to transfer our terms which contain x and y to the left hand side, and other terms we need to send to the right hand side. But here we can directly find the value of x, so I use this direct method. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to form second equation, and in that I need to put value of x. Okay, I need to form second equation and I need to put the value of x, that means 3y plus 10, into equation number 2. So first of all we need to form our second equation. Now how can we get our second equation? Just read this line. Now 5 years ago, if my present age is 25, then 5 years ago my age is 20, right? That means I need to do minus 5 from my present age. So 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So 5 years ago, Jacob's age is equals to x minus 5. 5 years ago, that means we need to do minus 5 from present age. So x minus 5. and his son's age, it is y minus 5, right? Now 5 years ago Jacob's age x minus 5 is equals to 7 times, that means 7 multiply his son's age, it is y minus 5, right? 5 years ago Jacob's age x minus 5 is 7 times his son's age. Okay, then I need to simplify this, right? So we are going with to solve our equation number 2. Okay, so what we get from that second equation, x minus 5 is equals to 7 and y minus 5. Now first of all simplify this. X minus 5 is equals to, okay, we can directly put the value of x here. So value of x, it is a 10 plus 3y, right? We already find it, x plus 3y. So we put this value here, x is equals to 10 plus 3y. So in place of x, 10 plus 3y, then minus 5 as it is equals to, now I multiply 7 with this bracket, so 7y minus 7 into 5, it is 35. Okay, here I put the value of x from equation 1, it is 10 plus 3y, then my minus 5 as it is, right hand side I just multiply 7 with this bracket y minus 5. Now in left hand side, 10 minus 5, it is 5. Now I transfer minus 35 to the left hand side, it becomes plus 35, because I just collect my constant term to the left hand side and other terms to the right hand side. One thing we need to do, that is we need to find variable y, right? So here we have terms which contain y in both the side, left hand side and right hand side, but we want our terms which contain y and who have a highest coefficient, that means 7y is big term, right, than the 3y. So I want that my 7y becomes positive. Right now it is already positive in right hand side, so my other terms which contain y and which is smaller than 7y, I need to transfer it to the right hand side. So at last I can get y as a positive, that's why. Okay, so transfer this 3y to the right hand side, so it becomes minus 3y, but before that 7y is present to the right hand side, and if I transfer 3y to left hand side to right hand side, it becomes minus 3y. So in left hand side it is 5 plus 35, and right hand side 7y minus 3y. Now 5 plus 35, it's a 40, and 7y minus 3y, it is 4y. Now transfer this 4 to the left hand side for finding out value of y. So this 4, if we transfer to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator, right, is equals to y. So y is equals to 4 times so y is equals to 10. Okay, we get the value y is equals to 10 here. Now what we need to do, we just need to put this value y is equals to 10 in our equation number 1, right? We need to put this value in our equation number 1. So our equation number 1, it is x is equals to 10 plus 3y. So here 10 plus 3, in place of y I need to write 10. So 10 plus 3 into 10, it's a 30. So x is equals to 40. 30 plus 10, 40. Right? So x is equals to 40, y is equals to 10. So at last we need to write this present age of Jacob, it is 40 years, and present age of his son, it is 10 years. Right? Present age of Jacob, that means x, it is 40 years, and present age of Jacob, it is Jacob's son, it is y, it is 10 years. Okay, So here our exercise 3.3 is complete. If you have any doubt, so just write down in comment section. I will try to give answer in my next video. Thank you.